Hello everyone, David here. Guess what? I am bored. So I have decided that maybe I'm gonna go ahead and just take this time to maybe review a couple movies that I have seen over the past few weeks. In fact, as the very day of this review of this this review, I think they came out about a month ago, exactly a month ago. And I'm gonna go ahead and do a 3-for-1 video here. I'm not gonna go ahead and spend an awful lot of time getting clips for the movies, and then compiling them together and then upload three individual videos. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just talk about three movies straight ahead in approximately 10 minutes, if I can. If I go beyond that, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna go ahead and try to get three movie reviews done here in about 10 minutes in one single video. So let's get started. The first movie that I'm gonna be talking about will be Arthur Christmas. If you guys have heard of the movie Arthur Christmas, it is a Christmas movie. Came out, a little bit around Thanksgiving time. All these movies came out around Thanksgiving time, and Arthur Christmas is about a guy who is voiced by. Hold on, I'll get to the cast in a second because it's actually quite. You know what? I'm actually not going to talk about the cast. I'm not going to talk about the cast. It's actually kind of surprising when you find out who voiced these characters because I was surprised and I was like, whoa, it was them. So not gonna say who the cast is. I'm gonna leave that as a trade. You guys will probably go on IMDb and look it up. My chair keeps squeaking. Yeah. Arthur Christmas is about one of. Basically, they follow the same quote unquote mythology as the Santa Claus movies, in which this being Santa Claus is a position, and then you got a family of Santa Clauses, and every generation there's like a new Santa Claus, and the current Santa Claus is this, a big jolly guy who is also a little bumbly. He is really not into the new generation stuff, like the high technology, whereas his son is his older son, and then he's got a younger son who is Arthur Christmas, who is all about the spirit of Christmas kind of guy. Except he's not yet ready. He doesn't even have any gray hair to be Santa Claus. So basically, Christmas night is a success. They deliver all the presents except one, and it is up to Arthur Christmas to get that present delivered, or else the whole spirit of Christmas will start to crumble down if one kid starts not to believe it. If one kid does not believe in Christmas, and that kid is that who that person belongs to, and it is up to him to go on a on a bit of a road trip. It becomes a road trip movie in a sense with him and his grandpa, who used to be a former Santa Claus. It's with him, his grandpa, a very emo-ish kind of elf who I don't want to say emo, but she's got like a faux hawk or something, and she's a girl too, and she's got like a piercing right here in her eyebrow. I just thought that was neat how they incorporated that into the character. It's like the girl with the dragon tattoo version of an elf. Not really, but it's up to them and another bumbly reindeer to get that person delivered. So overall, I loved that movie. I really did. I didn't think I was gonna like it that much. It looked kind of by the trailers, but I really, really enjoyed this movie. It's definitely a movie to go see this Christmas. All right, you guys still have time to go see a Christmas movie. Go see this one, Arthur Christmas. I highly recommend it. It does one of the things that I love about kids movies, where they would have kids humor and adult humor. And by adult humor, I don't mean nasty, raunchy, R-rated comedy humor. Even though sometimes that could be funny. A recent movie that I saw that I absolutely loved. I don't know why I did not see this movie in theaters. I regret it. But the Horrible Bosses, and that's an example of a movie where they have adult humor, but it's actually funny. But anyways, back to Arthur Christmas. It has humor that either adults or at least people over 16 or 17 will understand, and I laughed. Like the first line of dialogue in the entire movie is one of those jokes that made me laugh quite a bit. And when after that joke was presented, I knew the tone of the film, and I knew I was gonna enjoy this movie. And sure enough, I did. And it got funnier. Uh, you get more invested into the story, into the characters. Like I said, it is a slightly unoriginal because of the whole. There used to be all these Santa Clauses. It kind of makes me. It reminded me of the Santa Claus with Tim Allen. Uh, but overall, I really enjoyed the movie. So I will give it about an 8 point an 8.8 out of 10. B You know what? I take that back. An 8.9 out of 10, which is like a super high B plus, almost on the verge of an A. Really enjoyed the movie. The animation is okay. Didn't see it in 3D, so I don't know if the 3D is good, but it might have been. You know, almost any movie that is animated, the 3D is probably going to be up to par. Um, because it's always more difficult to do with live action movie. But yeah, really enjoyed this movie. I highly recommend it. Go see it. Arthur Christmas. So then the second movie that I saw was Hugo. Hugo, the Martin Scorsese film, which just recently was announced to have been nominated for Best Picture and Best Director for the Golden Globes, as well as Best Score. I think yeah, Best Score. Um, the film is about an orphan kid who lives in a train station, and he is in charge of winding up the clocks and making sure that they work because everybody's got to pay attention to the clock when it comes to a train station, so you don't miss the train. And after this is in the trailer. After the death of his dad, he inherits this robot man, and it is up to him to fix this robot man robot robot. They call it an automaton. Whatever. It is up to him to fix this thing along with this girl played by Chloe Moretz. Hit girl. No, not hit girl. Yeah, hit girl. I don't know why, but I wanted to say kick girl. I mean from Kick Ass, hit girl. It is up to her along, to help fix this to realize a secret that not only his father, in order to unlock a message that was given to him by his deceased father, along with a secret that this old man, played by Ben Kingsley, is keeping from him. And it's kind of like okay. Basically, I like this movie. I liked it. I compare this movie to I don't know. I'm trying to think of a movie. I'm trying to think of a good movie, or at least a good show, or a good TV. I don't know, something on TV, or maybe even a video game. But this is one of those movies where you have a big name director. You got Martin Scorsese. You got some material there that you think that maybe he could handle very well, and he did handle it very well. Um, and it got critical acclaim. I saw a TV spot saying that it won the National Board of Review for Best Picture and Best Director, and so I was like, oh sweet, this is gonna be this probably might be one of the best movies of the year. I went and saw it, and I enjoyed it while I was watching it. I really liked it. I really liked it while I was watching it, and then as time progressed, I just liked it. I really did. It was not a bad film by any stretch of the imagination. It wasn't even an okay film. It was a good. Yeah, it was bordering on a great film. The thing is, however, is that after time went by, I started to forget parts of it. Um, I started to go, okay, what's all the hype about? It winning all these awards. Obviously, it's got Oscar written all over it, thanks to Martin Scorsese, or like Sofia Vergara says, Scorsese. Wow, and yeah, I still like it. It's one of those films where I think it would probably come up as a runner-up for my top 10 films of the year when we get to next week, or in a week and a half. In a week and a half, when I put together my top 10 movies of 2011 list. Really wish I could put together a top 10 worst movies of 2011, but I haven't seen that many bad films because usually when a movie is bad, word of mouth reaches me and I avoid it. So, and it sucks because it just happens. It's like an addiction. I can't really stop it from getting to me. I will always, it's some sort of review or criticism of a film, whether it be good or bad, is gonna reach me, even if it's one of those, one sentence quotes on TV spots where they say, "Oh, it's the best film of the year," or "It's one of the greatest films," or whatever. It's gonna reach me. So when I hear about a bad film, I avoid it. But anyways, it's one of those films that would definitely be like a number 11 or number 12 in my top 10. When it comes to the top 10 movies of 2011, number runner-ups, honorable mentions would include Hugo, and I liked it that much. But after a while, I'm kind of like, okay, all right, it has elements that made me go, okay, there's I don't want to give too much away, but there's a dream sequence that felt a little disjointed. I felt like that wasn't supposed to be in there for some strange reason. But a lot of the direction is really well. The acting is great. The kid, I was expecting him to be a little annoying. I don't know why, but he had that look on his face like, oh man, I hope this kid isn't annoying. But he wasn't. Sacha Baron Cohen is funny without having to do the any Borat related things. Although he wasn't funny like laugh out loud funny. He was funny in the sense of a Chaplin-esque. I'm making up that term right now. Chaplin-esque kind of character. Um, yeah, I got reminded an awful lot of Charlie Chaplin when I was watching his character on screen. And there's a little bit of that humor in here. And overall, it was a not a really great film, but a pretty kind of great film. I just wish it was better than people were making it out to be, but I enjoyed it. So my rating, I would give Hugo an 8.3 out of 10, which I believe is a B. So there you go, Hugo. And then the third movie is The Muppets. I saw The Muppets last week, barely. uh, we're starting. 2011 was clampered with a lot of movies, especially over the summer. There was this crisis that I had where I was at the theater and we were about to buy the tickets, and I just couldn't think of whether to see Harry Potter Part 2 or Captain America. And now we're kind of facing a similar deal here in December where we got like, Tintin, Mission Impossible, and these movies left over from Thanksgiving weekend. So, anyways, third movie is The Muppets. I'm really wearing out my vocal cords. The Muppets, the Muppets, the Muppets. I like. Well, let's explain the plot here, which is actually one of the problems that I have with this film. But basically, the plot is that the Muppets have not seen each other for some time. The band has broken up, and it is up to a new guy. He's not officially a Muppet yet, but a new guy, in the Muppet world named. Oh my goodness, I forgot his name. Walter. There you go, Walter. His name is Walter, and he goes on a road trip with, well, not a road trip. It's kind of like, sort of thing, um, along with his brother, played by Jason Segel, who, you know, science does not explain that, and his girlfriend Amy Adams. How the hell does Jason Segel get with Amy Adams? I have no idea. Only in a Muppet movie. So that was mean. So, anyways, it is up to them to get the quote unquote the band back together and put on a show in order to raise money to save the Muppet Studio as well as basically slash the Muppet home from being destroyed by a mean old bad guy played by Chris Cooper. And get this, the guy's name is Tex Richman. Can you get any more of a stereotypical name than Tex Richman? And he's an oil baron. Wow. And like I said, let me just get this across: is that I like the film. I just didn't love it. I wouldn't mind seeing it again if it was like on TV. And it gets, I hate to sometimes reiterate quotes from big critics that write their quotes right there on TV commercials and TV spots. But it really did keep me smiling the entire time that I was watching it. I was smiling. I was never in a bad mood. I was never, I was amused. Um, Beyond amused, I was entertained. I just wasn't laughing out loud. There was one or two scenes that really did make me chuckle quite a bit. One was a special cameo that I felt bad because I saw it on IMDb and I'm like, oh, he's gonna be in the Muppets, and I was like, oh, I wish I wouldn't have seen that because I damn well spoiled myself. But it was still a treat to see him on the screen when his cameo came up, and that's another thing. That's trademark for all the Muppets movies is for there to be cameos. I remember Muppets in Space, the Hulk Hogan cameo. But yeah, there's a lot of cameos in here. But I have to agree with if you guys watch the guys on, I was thinking this to myself, and then they said it. The guys on Spill.com that they take these people that cameo in the films and they literally just appear to make you go, "Oh, hey, look, it's him," and then they don't say anything. They just disappear. There's a cameo here where they're doing the telethon, and I'm like, there's two cameos within that little frame. One, you see the guy in the TV spots when they even say, "Oh, we got celebrity cameos," but then the guy next to him, I'm like, "Oh, hey, he's in this," and then he just disappears. Um, where did he go? Where does he go? I have no idea, but he disappears, and I thought that was kind of ridiculous. And like I said, one of the problems that I have is the plot. It's a plot that I've seen various times before, whether it be on the Disney Channel. If you guys remember the Country Bears, remember that movie? It had Christopher Walken in it, and it had those big talking bears with the animatronic faces. That movie has the exact same plot as this one, except it's Muppets. There's even a talking bear in this movie too. So yeah, it's got some problems. It's got some dance numbers that are ridiculous, but when it picks itself up and it saves itself, is that I have to say this because I can't really give my full assessment on this, but they recognize that they break the fourth wall quite a few times in this movie, and they know that they're doing dance numbers. They know that they're Muppets. They know that pretty much they know that they're in the movie. Um, they're very self-referential, and that saved itself from being a little too cheesy with the dance numbers. Were any of the songs catchy? They were. They're just not incredibly um, memorable. The only memorable song is the only one that they actually played twice, which is probably the only reason why it's memorable, is that they play it twice. So yeah, all in all, I like the film. I just wish it could have been a little bit better. I heard I didn't hear much about it, so I was kind of like, it might be okay, but it was better than okay. It was actually pretty good. I just wish I could have enjoyed it more. Like I said, I really would not mind watching it again. But when I do watch it again, I prefer it to kind of be like in the afternoon on TV. Um, which sounds a little bit bad, but that does not mean that this is not an enjoyable film because it is. Um, it had some. It didn't, have a lot of baby humor. Well, I wouldn't say baby humor, but very little kiddish humor, except for Jason Segel, which brings me to another thing that I did not like about the film. Is that is Jason Segel. For one, I cannot stand his face. Uh, I do not like looking at his face. There's something very about his face that just makes me go, "What is this guy?" I don't know. He looks like he's made out of rubber. Um, Not only that, but his acting. He's not a bad actor. I've seen him in movies where he's not a bad actor. He's a funny actor, but here he feels like, oh, I'm in a Muppets movie. It feels like he confused the Muppets with Sesame Street because he acts like he's in a Sesame Street episode. He's like, "Oh wow, that is amazing!" Like this is literally how he acts. Wow, this is great. I'm really proud of you. Like the way he acts. Amy Adams doesn't even take it that far. The Muppets don't even take it that far. So I thought that he was a little over the top when it came to his acting, and didn't really like it. But he didn't bring the film down. It wasn't horrible. It wasn't like I hated him. I was just like, wow, dude, come on. Of course, he could do whatever the hell he wants. He is co-writer of the film, and I think he also produced it. I might be wrong about that, but yeah, let's just say he's got a firm hand on on this film. But anyways, I liked it. I would give the film an 8.0 out of 10, which is a B minus. I liked it quite a bit. I just wish I could have enjoyed it more. And oh, Chris Cooper. Chris Cooper was okay. It wasn't really given much to do, except a dance number that comes out of nowhere and made me chuckle at first. But then I was kind of like, okay, it's funny. I started thinking to myself, okay, I kind of wish this dance number would end. And right when I thought that, it ended. So I was like, well, okay, no, that was pretty short. Um, anyways, those are my three reviews. I hope I did not bore you guys, cause I think I need a drink. I need a drink of water. I really wore out my freaking throat. So anyways, you guys, I'm turning into a muppet. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys thought of all these three movies. Like I said, they've been out for a month, but it's not too late to see them. Um, Still pretty relevant, I'd say. Uh, what else? Oh, follow me on Twitter. I'm trying to update my, to tweet at least once a day. I've been doing so for I think like the past few days, um, past week I think. So I'm really trying to update my Twitter more. So please follow me on Twitter if you would like. I'll put the link down in the info what else would I do? If you guys want to subscribe to my vlog channel, David in Real Life, I'll also put the link down in the description. This video has been 20 minutes. I said I was gonna keep it in 10 minutes. I'm so sorry, guys. But yes, follow me on Twitter. My screen just okay. My screen just disappeared. Follow me on Twitter. Subscribe to my vlog channel, David in Real Life. I'm planning. I have a plan for that channel. I haven't been doing anything with it, so I'm really planning on doing something with it. Starting today, actually. Later on, I'm actually gonna go ahead and try to do what I was planning on doing. So, anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Also, let me know what you guys think of this format of review, because it's getting a little tedious to really, gather the clips, edit them together, splice them together, record my voice, cut out the parts that I messed up on, and right here it's a little more comfortable. It's just the camera, me, and me winging it about films, and hoping that I don't miss out on anything. So let me know what you guys think. Should I keep this format when it comes to movie reviews and maybe even game reviews? I'm not sure about game reviews. Game reviews, I might go ahead and still keep the same template in which I show clips, because I kind of need to. Um, it's video games. I need to show you specific things. Whereas movies, you've probably seen the trailers, you've probably seen the clips, the commercials. That's practically what I'm showing during the video, and it's just me talking over it. So let me know what you guys think of. Should I stick with that format, the 3.5 to 5 minute videos of just film clips with my voice over them, or should I do this where the video could get a little long, but it's mostly just me, the camera, and me, like I said, winging it. So let me know what you guys think in the comments, please. I need some feedback. I really, really do. And thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time. And Merry Christmas. It is the day before Christmas Eve. And that Christmas Eve is the day before Christmas Day. Let me know in the comments if you guys want to, what you guys are getting for Christmas, what you guys are planning to do for Christmas. I'm still planning myself. And have a Merry Christmas. And take care of you guys' hangovers. And guys, see you guys later. See, that's a part that I wish I could have cut out. But I can't do that.